So Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey trailer, the last trailer that dropped, has become as disliked as Disney's live action Snow White.
Yeah, but today the early reactions to it are like, oh, it's amazing, it's the bestest thing ever, it's the most amazing thing, just like they said about Supergirl.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't let influencers watch the movie, which is weird.
I think they let some. I think some people got to see early things. They did kind of cave a little bit, but still, it's just like we saw Supergirl too. Oh, she's just the best Supergirl ever. You know,
yeah. So
like that.
yeah. It's the best superhero movie. It's gonna break records. It's whatever. Now, in this case, I want to be clear. I don't think the Odyssey is gonna fail. I could be wrong, but Nolan has a really good track record, and normies aren't paying much attention to the drama around it, but people really dislike a lot of the decisions, whether it's the casting choices or the modern vernacular. At least they don't have musical numbers that I'm aware of, but it's not landing very well. The trailer landed with a thud. We knew it was downvoted, but we didn't realize it had gotten so much worse. In fact, I'll take you out to the trailer, and we can see how much worse it's gotten. It's like 90%. Downvotes at this point.
I mean, to be fair, they're going to argue that's targeted. It does kind of sound like it's targeted.
Yeah,
but I don't care about this movie either way.
I don't either.
I don't have any agenda here at all. I do think that, making certain actors, changing races of actors and stuff to play parts is stupid. But,
Yeah, so, I mean, I guess my take on it is we're covering this. Like I said, I don't really give a shit about this movie. We're covering it because it is a cultural thing. It's going to be a big movie, or it's, a lot of people are talking about it. And it just, again, shows that, like, these trailers can land with a thud, even if they try to control the narrative. And a lot of times there is a correlation, not necessarily, but a lot of times there's a correlation between how disliked the trailer is and how the movie actually performs at the box office.
I'm curious to see how it actually does.
Because Snow White did terrible. It was like, what was it, like 25 million?
It was bad.
Or something like that. Yeah. And people were like, well, it should have done twice as much easily. I'm like, no, people hated it. They told you they hated it. They're telling, I mean, we're going to see there's over 600,000 downvotes on the Odyssey trailer. That's not just a couple of chuds, 600,000.
Yeah, that's not good.
So we're going to talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
If you'd like more Clownfish TV, go out to more.clownfishtv.com. That's moreclownfishtv.com. You can actually listen to the audio version of the podcast out there. And also we have a bunch of episodes that you'll not find anywhere else. And if you'd like to listen to the audio version elsewhere, you can find us on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you listen to your audio podcasts. So thank you very much for that. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. Here is the downvote counter via Mozilla. 611,000.
How many upvotes?
68,000.
Ooh, see, because it's tiny on my screen. Yeah, that's not, that's 10 to 1 almost.
Yeah, that's a 90% dislike. I mean, that is bad.
Mm-hmm.
31,000 comments.
Oh no.
I paid nothing to see this trailer and I already want my money back.
I love it. They did this for Snow White too, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, the face that emptied 1,000 seats. Look at me, I'm the Helen now. Oh boy. Actually, I like Lupita Nyong'o. I think she's a good actress. I think they picked pictures of her that make her look very ugly, but she's not.
I don't think she's ugly either.
No. I think she'd be great for Storm in the X-Men, but she's already playing another character in the MCU, I guess, like forgettable background person.
Well, it's a little more than that, but yeah, but it's just, look, I'm sorry, I'm tired of the race swapping. And I know people in Greece are mad about it too.
Yeah.
It's just, there's no need to do it other than, to shoehorn people in for, agenda purposes. There's no reason to race swap characters and stuff, but they did it. Of course they did. It's, modern year Hollywood. I don't know why anybody's surprised. They're like, you just want this movie to fail. And I honestly don't care about this movie at all. Like, I'm not going to go see this movie. This is not a me kind of movie. Like, I have no dog in this fight. I'm just, stating the obvious, which is I'm tired race swaps. I'm tired of, it's the same, if you don't like it, you're racist, blah, blah. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
I'm just sick of it. I don't care. I'm more interested to see how it goes over. And I do think it's very possible it could do well. Going by what you're showing me here, I'm more convinced it might not.
Look, here's the thing. Nolan movies, I mean, I can't say that they're troll proof or whatever, because Tenet didn't do very well, which I forgot all about Tenet, but most of his movies do really well. Now, in this case, I think we're going to get the Nolan diehards who are going to go see everything he does in IMAX. It literally could be 3 hours of Helen of Troy taking a shit, and people are going to go see it because it's a Nolan movie, right?
I honestly don't care about him either way. So I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm like, don't care.
When he's good, he's good. I think, I'm going to be honest, I think he's overrated a lot of times.
I just want to see good movies. I don't care who's behind the movie. I just want to see a good movie. But this is not something I'd go see anyway. I've never watched any version of this because it's not something I care about. So, I'm not that emotionally invested. So as somebody who's just watching from the sidelines, I'm just telling you as a normie what people are going to think.
Yeah, so I'm looking at some of these comments here that said, shout out to Universal for actually leaving the comments on. Yeah, if it were Disney, they would have closed the comments by now. But I'll tell you the truth. The comments create interaction. Even if they're negative comments, it's interaction. So they're probably getting more views leaving the comments open. And they're probably like, well, we make money off of this. So whatever, we'll leave it open. The Odyssey Downtown LA edition. No Greeks were filmed in the making of this movie. Yeah, peak Hollywood garbage. I'm from Greece. Have never felt so American before. Yeah, it's all like American British actors. So this is coming from Global Box Office on X. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey countdown trailer has become the most disliked Hollywood trailer since the trailer for Snow White with Rachel Zegler. The Odyssey now has an estimated 80% dislikes, while Snow White had 95. I think it's like 90 now. We're creeping up there.
Here's the thing, though. If it doesn't do well, you're gonna give it a rest on the whole racism bullshit and stuff. You don't like women, you don't like racist. You're gonna have to give it a rest because it just means that general audiences don't care. It's about Snow White. Well, everybody's gonna go. They're still gonna go see this movie because you're just a racist and you hate women, and people just didn't go, including women, including people who weren't white. And that's like that. It was tired, and if it performs similarly, which I think is gonna do better than that, obviously. But if people don't go, they're gonna start that same tired argument. Use them as a shield, and it's not going to work because no one went to see it. Or not enough people went to see it. But I could be wrong. It could do really, really well. I just not from what I've been hearing.
Yeah, so apparently this is, and I did not know this is the first feature film to be shot entirely in IMAX. So
I did know that, actually.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, IMAX is sold out. I'm like, well, it's the first movie to be shot entirely in IMAX. So people who are into IMAX are going to go see
IMAX, it. Those tickets cost more, counts more money to the final total.
Yeah, again, I want to see what they need to start doing with box office is like they do with video games or comic books or any of this stuff. I want to see how many units, how many butts in seats, how many tickets did you sell, regardless of the price of the ticket, how many actual people went to go see this movie, whatever, and they never give you that number. They never give you that number. And you can't tell me they don't have access to that data. They know how many seats, how many tickets they sold.
Yeah. They just don't want to tell you because they make it in IMAX, push it in IMAX, like those 3D those tickets, or whatever. Yeah, those tickets cost more. Yeah, so they could be 2 to 1 on how many people. Like you could get twice the money, but only sell one ticket.
Right. So this is going to happen with, I think, Doomsday too. They've got the Disney certified.
Yeah, because they have Dune in IMAX.
I can't believe it's not IMAX screens or whatever. And
yeah, and I'm sure you have to probably pay more. I'm sure those theaters probably have to pay Disney for the honor of having that sticker they just made up and pulled out of their ass because they were mad about IMAX doing Dune.
Oh yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, the trailer's not good. Pining for a daddy. I want to see more of these comments.
These comments are beautiful. I want to hear more.
The comments are beautiful. Okay, let's go down. Let's go down. I'm surprised they forgot the rap music. Yeah, I was thinking this was going to go down like Hamilton. And,
well, they said that they were going to do a rap music in this because the bard. I mean, and the argument was that's as close to, they figured to telling a storytelling, vocally as they could do. And I guess I kind of can see that one, but still, come on.
Okay, so I like it when they do anachronistic stuff. Sometimes I liked Knight's Tale quite a bit.
Knight's Tale was really good, actually.
It was really good. I love Chaucer. I thought he was great.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I want to I want to see rapping bards in the Odyssey. Came for the ratio, stayed for the comments.
Yes, basically.
For those who can't see the dislikes, this was a couple hours ago. We're now at 596,000, and rightfully so. Now it's 611 now. The face that launched 1,000 Shiites. There's more Greek in the yogurt in my fridge than in this movie.
Oh, I love I'm just here for the comments, man.
The California Sea. $250 million thrown away. They said it's an inclusive casting from all over the world, but not a single Greek.
Yeah,
that's a little weird. Can you imagine if we made a movie about like African history and it was all English people, white
or
people,
Greek people,
or Greek people? We should do that. We should just make,
they should make a historical African figure and make it all about with Greek actors.
With Greek people. Yeah,
that'd be flipping hilarious.
I'm sure that would go so well.
Yeah.
Official countdown. Is that a threat? It's like one of those 2006 funny parodies, but without the fun. Actually, yeah, the whole thing reminds me of like an SNL skit.
I like that. The Odyssey, no, the audacity is.
The audacity. Nolan just said, hold my Bud Light. How to spit in the face of one of the greatest epic stories of all times. The gods can eat my shorts, said Bart, son of Homer. The Odyssey 2026. I would watch a Simpsons Odyssey if they would. Well, no, I wouldn't, because current year Simpsons is not funny.
You'd watch an old Simpsons Odyssey.
25 years ago, I would have watched Simpsons Odyssey. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? This cast traveled farther from ancient Greece than Odysseus did. Thank you, Hollywood, for spending hundreds of millions of dollars so I can have fun in the YouTube comment section.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's got to be a humiliation ritual. Scene of Helen of they're calling her Helen of Detroit. Come on, I actually think she's a good actress. I do, but I understand.
She's not right for this part.
I understand why people are like, we can't have a single Greek, but we're going to have an ethnically diverse cast in the Greekiest Greek thing ever. I mean, come on. Your daddy ain't coming home, boy.
When they talk about cultural appropriation, this would be one of those arguments I think you could fairly make.
Christopher Nolan said, what if Mount Olympus was in California?
I was thinking about The Little Mermaid when they did the live action Little Mermaid, and people would say about, this race swapping. Like, well, they never said what race the Little Mermaid was. And people said, well, if you made a white Tiana or white, well, that wouldn't be the same thing because, her being black and being in New Orleans it's culturally, like Lilo and Stitch, you couldn't make Nani white because it's culturally, improper to do so. Are the same people that are fine with taking the literal Greek characters, making them race swapping them out, not hiring any Greek people, and then saying, well, that, that's fine.
Well, they're basically white. So there's basically anything that's not like, I don't know how they grade the racial stack now, but like Latinos are basically white now. Asians
Everybody's
are basically white
except for, black people.
Greeks are basically white. Jews are basically white. It's like it used to be. These people were all minorities at one point, and they all had their own issues. The Irish were treated very poorly in the U.S. for a very long time, and now just white. You're just white.
Well, I'll tell you what. My family never owned slaves, but my family actually were people that were brought over from Ireland, and call it as you will. Indentured servitude or whatever.
Indentured servitude.
I was those people. So yeah.
I had somebody try to argue with me. I did a video and I was talking about, I think it was either Song of the South or I talked about Google, but I said something about sharecropping. And I said, we're digital sharecroppers working on these platforms. And I said that was the case with Song of the South too. They weren't slaves; they were sharecroppers, and people were like, "How dare you? How dare you equate, because of your whiteness?" I'm like, "Did you realize that the majority of sharecroppers actually were white people?
No,
like
and there were slaves that were white
majority
people too. But yeah,
like they didn't,
narrative.
And sharecropping is not. I mean, sharecropping is basically like working for a corporation now.
It's
basically the same
that's
thing.
Neither here nor there, but I just think it's funny because they'll go off on these tangents. Like you can't because it's culturally connected to the race of the character. So is the Odyssey, but
Daddy's coming home in his rubber armor. Wouldn't it be funny? I mean, speaking of Disney and Snow White and all that, wouldn't it be funny if Disney finally makes that live action Hercules and it's more Greek than the Odyssey?
Yeah, there you go, Disney.
Even
there you go.
Even with the black chorus, it still has more Greeks in it. than the Odyssey. Maybe that's what he was watching. He was like, hey, we could just like. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I just look. Like I said again, I don't care about this movie. Like I'm not going to be going to see it. I don't give two shits about it. It is not something I want to see. That being said, I can completely understand why Greek people would be upset. I can completely understand why people were calling this stuff out and questioning it. That being said, I don't think the actress is ugly. I don't think that she's, a terrible actress or anything like that.
No, I think she's
two
actually
things can be
good.
true at once.
Yeah.
But I get why people are mad about it because it's all about, it's not for a storytelling purpose. It's all about just, DEI and agenda.
This trailer feels like it should be at the beginning of Tropic Thunder 2.
That's actually pretty good.
We can't top that. We got to wrap this up.
Yeah, I can't wait to see. I'm really curious. But that's the whole thing about this movie is I don't care about the movie, but I'm really curious to see how it goes. But early reports are like it's the bestest ever, just like they said with Supergirl.
Yeah, and this is how the game is played. It's basically you try to drum up buzz for it, and you try to drum up FOMO. You got to get there. Oh, we're gonna sell tickets a year in advance. I'm like, that tells me right there that they're like, yeah, we need to sell tickets before all the trailers drop because people are gonna have a problem with this movie.
But again, if it does poorly, it's not going to be because the movie was poor. It's because and no one cared. It's going to be because you're racist and you hate women. Yeah. Real quick, refresh it. What's the downvotes at now when you refresh it?
I am looking. It was 611 and now it is 613.
So at the time we did this video, it went down 2,000 more.
Yeah. They're going to be like, it's bots. It's like five guys that hate black people. I'm not going to lie.
I do think on some level it is definitely being gamed. But
yeah.
I don't think everyone who's voting this down is that case. But I would be dumb to say that no one, that isn't some level being like, a joint effort. Doesn't mean that all of them are, though.
No. So good luck with that. I think it'll have a big opening weekend. And then unless it's the most amazing movie ever, which, who knows? Maybe it is. It's going to drop off a cliff.
Doubt it.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not going to see it. So it doesn't matter.
I don't. Yeah. I literally. I don't care.
I just want to see the circus around it. It's more.
That's just it. There are movies that I really don't care at all about the movie. Like even Supergirl to some degree. I didn't give a shit.
Oh yeah, you didn't. You only went because you didn't go. I didn't give a shit. I was watching it to do a review, and you didn't want to go either. And but you went.
But I went and I could see bits of a good story in it. And I'm like, okay, now I got to go read the graphic novel because I have a feeling they mangled this badly. And they did. It could have been so much better. But
now I'm like, should I have to go see the Odyssey just to review it? And I don't know if I can make myself sit through it.
Well, you can't get tickets. Honest. You racist. You needed to get tickets a year ago before.
I don't care. I'm not going to IMAX, so it doesn't matter.
I don't give a shit. I don't even know if I care enough to review it. Like Christopher Nolan for me is hit or miss. His stuff is kind of dry, and they're long. His movies are all very, very long.
Those are things you don't want together.
Dry and long.
Yeah,
yes.
that doesn't make a pleasant experience.
Just get this over with. It's so dry. But I liked Oppenheimer, but I'm also like, this movie could have been an hour and a half shorter and it would have done the job just as well. Although I did like The Prestige. But even that, like, there were some parts, it's like, God, we're just like sitting and talking with David Bowie for a very long time, which, it's not.
I mean, hey, I could sit and talk to David Bowie for a very long time too, but. All right, can we wrap this up?
Well, let's wrap it up.
This is probably more entertaining than the trailer, but it's getting as long as the movie, so.
So please subscribe. We'll talk later.
Bye.